Good morning, traders. So how do we trade the DAX this morning? So first things first, this double bottom has played out. So line it up like that and move the block up, and you can see how this target was hit. Okay, so this double bottom pattern did play out. Now this level that we're at is fairly significant. If I look at it on the daily, you can see the amount of tails that are interacting with this level of 12425. Okay, you can see a number of interactions with it over the last 12 months. So this to me is still indicating a potential move to the downside. So we'll look at the wedge now, but what I'm looking for is either a move of 300 points or a move of 600 points. So those are the two potential moves to the downside. And I'm going to say I'm mildly bearish. So there's nothing convincing at the moment, but for me, the higher probability is to the downside. Now, if we just look at the 4 hour, I want to point out that we have diversions here. So we've got diversions there. You can see prices made a high, then a higher high, and the oscillator here has made a lower high. So that is reversal diversion, indicating a change in direction. Then we have continuation divergence. So you can see prices made a high, made a double high. Okay, and even if I go back one, you can see prices made a high and then made a lower high. And if you look here, you had price making a high, not price, the oscillator making a high, then a higher high, which is not what price was doing, and then it reversed. So it's continuation divergence to downside. Now take this you can take it from here to there. So the oscillator is making newer highs all the way, and price is making a lower low. Okay, so that is continuation divergence. So I've got continuation divergence and normal divergence indicating reversal in the same view at the moment. So that is giving me fairly some confidence that this is a wedge. Okay, so this to me is a wedge right now, and it's a rising wedge, which is bearish. Okay, so we've had an hour close outside of the wedge. I'm going to take this one with a pinch of salt because I would prefer to see us break through this level here. So this previous fractal here, if we can get through this level of 12360 or 13, let's just leave it at 12360, gives us some wiggle room, then you can expect us to firstly target this level here of 12270. We get through that, then at least this double bottom, there will be some profit taking. We get through that, then it is a move. I just need to go to the daily to pick this one up. Oh, I've got it in. Okay. There it is. Okay. So this would be the second target. So 11,700 or 11,800, I think it is. 11,760, 11,750 is pretty much the bigger target. And that would mean we have this kind of effect happening. There you go there. Okay, so that would be the wedge on the daily. Okay, so that's kind of my view on the DAX at the moment. And I am pretty much going to assume that this wedge is going to play out. And then obviously what I'm looking for is a break. I'm going to just fine tune this. This is the fractal level I'm looking to break out because this was done during trading hours on the DAX. So this fractal level, which is pretty close to the nearest fractal level. So that's what I'm looking for, break below that. And that's going to give me confidence that we're moving to the downside. Ideally, I'd like to see us pull back and test this break. So come and test this area here, rejection off this level around 12,400 area, and then we can get a short in for a trade to the bottom. A good potential for a swing trade here. So this could play out over a couple of days. So we could have sort of a day move to the downside and then another day to the downside, consolidate up and then down again, or consolidate and break the upside. So just pay attention to your levels, and your 50% of this move is critical. And I almost guarantee you that this trend line will line up with a 50% Fibonacci. Yep. So this trend here is the 50% retracement of this move up. So pay attention to your fibs, pay attention to your levels. And sometimes the best way of doing this, if you do get a short in, you want to target, it's 150 points. That's a decent trade. So you want to trade that, get out of it, wait for the next setup, and then trade the next setup. Okay, so that's my view on this at the moment. And I say mildly bearish because I'm not entirely convinced. I want to see some confirmation on this this wedge breakout for me to be convinced that it is a wedge and we're breaking out, and not just simply meandering move to the upside. Okay, so hope that helps, and keep those stops tight and stay safe. I'll catch up with you later. Enjoy your day. Cheers, man.